Welcome, I'm Pedro Javier from the Connectif team. In this video, we are going to see how we can send an email to our contacts. To achieve this, we'll go to the Workflows section where we are currently and click on Create New Workflow, specifically on Create Blank. And once here in the canvas, the first thing we will do is define the audience. We will do it here with the Start node. And we are going to utilize the filters on the left column to select which contacts will receive that email communication. With the first option, we can filter by contacts with email, but we also have this second one where we could choose a segment that we have previously created. After selecting the desired option, we click on Update to proceed. To continue, we require the node responsible for sending the email. About Send Email node in Actions column, we will locate it. We drag it until we see it connects with the Start node. Once finished, we proceed to set it up. During this initial step, you need to select the email that will be sent. Below, we can see the emails that have already been created previously. But in case it is not, it can also be done from here with this option to create new content. When accessed, we are able to reach the email editing menu. In this menu, we have the ability to drag any element in order to achieve the desired appearance. In this case, we are going to drag the text block, and in it, we are going to put a welcome and include the contact's name. How do we accomplish it? In order to achieve this, we click on the Edit block option, remove the default text, and provide it with a welcoming message. Now, how do we add the contact's name as such? To accomplish this, we require a variable and we can generate it from here, utilizing this option. We click and an assistant emerges in order to have the capability to define it. Here we are going to indicate that the variable is name, the contact's name. Using this block, when this email is received, it will display a welcome message along with the name of the contact.
After finishing, we'll see an example.
Once the layout has been completed, we can provide it with a name and indicate its presence at this location. This email is the welcome email. After finishing, we click on Save, and we are able to use the email right away. Click on Return to Content and it remains chosen. Now, let's proceed to the second step of the process. The email rules are defined in the second step. For instance, this is where we determine if the email is transactional or newsletter type, and whether we want to include a specific store name in the email or not. Here we see that we have put the examples of Connectif, but any others could be used. And it is also where we specify the topic of the email. Here we are going to state that this issue is related to the welcome message for our store. Also, in the end, we see that Google Analytics appears. If we activate it, this will allow us to define which campaign, which source, and which medium is the one that has sent this email. Finally, the third step is called variables. What is it for? As we can see here on the right, the variable name appears. It is the one we had created within the email for the purpose of defining the user's name. What is missing then? It is necessary to assign a value to that name. Where can we find it? It can be found here in the left column called Contacts. In it, we are going to search for the user's name, and we are going to find it among all the values that appear here. Here, we drag it, and now what have we achieved? We have managed to associate the value we have saved as the contact's name with the variable nombre that we mentioned in the email. Now, as it reaches the various users, they will see a welcome message along with their respective names. Up to this point, we would have defined all the node configuration. Hence, we proceed downwards and click on the Finish button. Once the configuration is completed, we have the option to select the timing for launching this workflow, that is, when the email will be sent out. To do this, we will click here on the Start button and an assistant will appear. This assistant gives us two options. The initial one, which indicates promptly in order for the workflow to be triggered at this exact moment and dispatches the email. Or the second one, which is utilized to schedule it, that is, to send it on a specific date and time. In this scenario, we opt for this choice and will select to send it with the current date at 6 p.m. in the evening. If you click here, it will be scheduled, that is, the workflow remains active but has not yet been sent. And if we return to the list, we can observe that its status is scheduled and it is currently waiting to be sent when the designated time comes. Until here, the video about how to send emails to your contacts. If you want to learn more, for example, how to create a segment or how the email editor works, remember that you have links in the additional information of this video. See you in the next one. Until next time.